Hi, welcome back to the next part of our tutorial to build a motorbike. We go on. We make that here. So we add mesh circle. 24 is okay. Scale down. Rotate Y90. Okay. Edit mode, extrude, scale, extrude again, make it a little smaller, extrude again, make it smaller, extrude again, scale smaller, extrude. Extrude scale, make it bigger, extrude, bring it to the X, extrude, bring it to the X and scale, and bring it to the X. Then, same as on the other side, extrude to the X, scale up, extrude back, extrude scale, extrude, extrude scale up, and extrude to the end. That is this part here, and it's the same part for that side, only the numbers here others, and this one and that one is other. So I will bevel that all. So at first bring them to front, then we close that with F, then we give a complete smooth on it in object mode, surely. Control B, bevel that, Control B, bevel that, and so we do it with all these things here. Here close with F. Here can bevel a little bit more because it's the end of that. Here we see the shading arrows, so we need here a loop to each side, and here the same. Good. We have done that. We need that for the other side. I said that to you before. So at first we apply the rotation scale of it and set the origin to geometry. Oh, it was the wrong one. So we do it there. Okay. We get that. File, save. Now we have to build here this coming out part, that here, and these key steer buttons. So we start with that gray one there, add mesh, a cube, scale down, scale set, bring it in front, bring that back. So we are here. Good. Scale in the Y. Then we must make that smaller. So we go edit mode, circle, select that, scale, set, Good. We need a middle loop to get the roundness there. So we get that. We scale them in the X. So we have that. Then we get here a loop in and bring the last two faces here out to get a nibble on it. So we have that. Now we bevel this all, so it means that here. Then the edges. Then this top line, but before we make that here, this one, good. Then this edges, and this edge. Good. Then we only need here this line around. Okay. We have that. Control B. Move. Roll. That is this thing, but it should be a little bit leaned and a little bit bended. So we get here with background selection, bird selection, this whole line here, and rotate them and position them new. So that is the new one. Sure, you can now make here loops in and can bend them, but I don't want to do that in this case. Then we had made it before, so we don't do that. We smooth it, get a loop for the shading, and that's simply all. Can get there an edge split on, then it's sharper. These symbols, sure, we must build them and then take it as a texture on it. Then later we take the size front, flip it up, and scale them down to that size. I think that is good for me. Good. We need it for the other side too, but before we make the other things, that is that one there. So we add a cube again. Scale in the X, bring it in front, scale in the Y, but only a little. Good. We need here a cut in, so Control R and make a loop here and a loop in the middle. because we want to bend around that by beveling. So we take here another one, extrude to the down part. So now we bevel that edge here into, so that means we bring them into, Control B and roll, then we have there a hole in. So that is that. Then we make that here round, so Control B and roll that up, and that here a little bit too, Control B and roll, and that is it. We should try to make the edges here beveled, Control B. Okay, then that here. So we give a smooth on it, see what happens. That's the shading shit. So we go there, make loops, and at the back we normally need a second one. So that means when we take all these faces there, this, and this, and extrude them one time, we have the same effect. Now it's a good one. Good. We bring them onto and into, scale down and rotate that and bring it in, more leaning I think, so that one can be right. Yeah, that is okay. It can be a little bit bigger in this size, so scale X to get that. Okay, we've done that. We need that for the other side on black too, but that we can make all later. So file, save. See that little thing is for the blinker, so we add mesh cube, bring it in front, take the back face and scale them up, and then simply bevel. So that is that one. Must bring it there where we can see it. Without that we search that and never find them again. And because of that, it's better when you name all correctly here in the outliner. So we have that object, we can jump to it by pressing the comma on numpad, and this cube 44 called, and normally we must give them the name then, blinker in this case, blinker button. And so we understand what is what and don't see a cube. Nobody understands that, yeah. So you can find it by name. But okay, I don't do that. Okay, it's there. So we make that one here. So add mesh cube again, scale down, scale in the set, bring it there, scale in the Y, get the top face and scale them down, and then make a middle loop and take this edge and bring them more out. Good. And then we bevel that. Control B, bevel, and roll, and done. That is this one. Can be a little bit smaller, so scale Y, and then we have that one. Good. We bring that down to 5, save. Good. So we have done all this stuff there. That is good. But much other things wait for us. That's the bad news. Good. We see that thing here where the steering is in. That is that one here. And we must surely try to do that. It's a little bit tricky. That is in principle the top one, and there's the down one. And that are 3 circles and other banded circles. So we add mesh cylinder, circle, rotate X 90 degrees, scale down, position 1 there, Shift D, position 1 there, Shift D, position 1 there. Then another one, Shift D, place it there, but make them bigger. Surely all in the middle. Then another one here to get that bending there, and Shift D one there. Good. So we now join them together as one. And now we search what we need. So that means when we go edit mode, we delete here the down half. We don't need that. Then we delete here the upper part. So that can be that here. Then here the upper part we don't need. And here is the inner parts. So we can go from here to here and delete that. Then we can delete this too and this one. Then we can delete from here to here and from there to there. So we have here double, so we delete that. Now we can merge them. So we go to tools, merge, add center. So we search the center for them and merge them there. Same we make here. Mark these 2 words, merge at center, and here the same. Good. Here we can do that also, but here we make another combination. When we first click that and last click that, then we can say merge to last. Then he comes to that point. That is in this case better. So this one here is too fat, so scale set, make them a little bit flatter. So we can close that with F and that with F, and can bring that a little up. So all in all, that is it, but it should be a little bit smoothed. All in all, that is too heavy work out here. Let's look at the original. Wow, straight lines between. Straight lines between. Okay. Then There's a little one, and here straight line, straight line, straight line. Okay, okay, okay. Then we scale that to the X. Then we delete that to that, and simply make their connection with F. Not really nice, but sometimes it is like it is. So that is this model, and why it looks so other. The round one down there, and then completely straight line. But it can be right. So that must be turned, I think. Yeah. Must be turned completely. That means that here can go. That we can close. And we need more this one and this one. Close with F. And delete that parts there. So we have that. That is more that what we used there. And the complete one, we rotate X 180 degrees. So that's that. And that is more what we see there. We scale that in the set a little, and then we close that whole thing with F. Extrude them. Get the front face, bevel, them, and the back face too. Good. Then we get a smooth on it, and don't forget the shading. So we use that. Good. These are these things for that one or that one, like you would, and you can scale it like you would. Grabbing, positioning, scaling. File, save. Good. Then next one. This here is nearly the same like that one. This part here, and then comes another part over them. Okay. So that means add mesh 6 counted one we need normally. So we take here a circle with 6 words, rotate X 90, scale down, that is the first one, Shift D, there's another one, and the rest we model all. So we take that once, bring them in front. Okay. So we give their, no, we'll make it other way. Let's see it. Okay. So we add mesh cylinder 24 is okay, scale down, rotate X 90, scale up, take the in front, scale Y, take the front face, extrude scale, extrude, bring it to the Y, and scale a little. Then we take the outer line, scale them a little, and Control B, give a bevel. Same with the inner ring. Control B, move, ready. Good. Make a copy of that, Shift D, bring one there. Then we get here the things between, and here we must come out. So we go here, edit mode, take here, I think this one, this one, this one, this one, this, and this. Extrude, bring them out, scale them down, and bring them here to fit. But I want a straight one, so scale X0, and then rotate and scale. So we have that. Then we simply extrude that to this point here and scale it again. So we have that. Then we need here one, there one. So we can drag out here this face, extrude, bring out, move around, scale down, scale, set X0 to get them all straight line. Good. Now we need only that connection here, so we can use that one and that one and extrude it to this part, a little bit moving, and good. We have done that. Here we need a middle loop to get there more roundness in, so bring that out. Same as here, Control R, make a loop in, bring them out. You can bevel that surely too, but then anytime it will be much worse. Don't forget that. So we can smooth it, that too, but we don't need to smooth that once. So we can take them and say flat, and here too flat, same as here, there, flat. Good. We done that, but I see here that must be much smaller, so we have to go down there. So that means with that, that, and that, we must go more down, such like that. Same is here. Okay, go back to Y, and here I think that it's normally that it looks so that we let as is, but this one we take down. Was the wrong direction. So that one. Good. Good, we have done that, but we want to bevel these edges. Control B to bevel. So we got that. We have shading errors here at the back end, so we have here loops to the back, and here the same, and the middle face here needs a flat only. Then we can take all and recalculate it. Then normally we have no problems with that. Good. Then we take from this one this down part there, because it's the same one like here. So that means where is this thing here? So we need that, and that. That is all. So Shift D, then we get that here, and that we bring to the other position there. Where are we done that? So let me think, there. Okay, so we bring it in front, jump 2, scale down, grab it to position, rotate, good. That is this thing there. But in this case, that here needs to be there, and it needs to be rotated to this point and rotated to that point. Grabbing, positioning. Good. And it must be more fat at the back part, the down part there. So that means here that should be more great, and that should be longer and greater. So it's like the other shit there. Wow, that only was one. Okay, now I know what happens here. So we go back. We had no background selection with it. That was the problem there. So we get there. Get there. We go to normal as axis, then we can make that correct. Then we get here 2 loops in, but we go back to global axis. Here 2 loops, but now take normal, or better, take here an edge slide, edge slide. Here the same. Okay. Then we bring down this middle part there. So that means that one and that one. We intrude it, extrude, and bring them down too. This top lines we don't need, so we take that one and delete edges. So that is the model what we got there, but here we have to close it. So we can take that one, F to close, then that one, F to close, then that one, F to close. Good. Then the completely top part needs to close. So we got that. And then over there comes texture with a tent, maybe tent, structure as a bump, and then that looks much better. Okay, we need this tent thing I told you. So add mesh cube, scale down. Now it was a little bit tricky there, like ever. Then we bring here in a loop to that side and to that side. Then we delete here this word. Go here back to global. We bring them in front. We scale it in Y, but in this case this way. Then we close here with F, then the whole thing with F. Good, that is done. And there later comes this texture on. I show you what I mean. There comes some rough stuff there over it. Yeah, that is what I mean. You can see it here a little. It's heavy to see, but I know it's there. So we have that. We scale them down and give them a little bit bevel there. It should be and bevel, such like that. Then here this edges too, and these lines here should be beveled. And same on the other side. Good. So we have that, we can smooth that. Now we must bring that to position. That is tricky now, because we need to rotate it in an axis that we don't have really. That means we rotate set 90 degrees. Oh. We rotate X minus 90 degrees. Yes. We look from the top. Bring it there. We rotate it in this direction. And it is too big. So we scale set. So there. And it should be at the down part smaller than at the top part. So we take here this whole line and scale X. So we have that, then we bring it to position and rotate it. So we have it on the model there. Good. We have to go a little up, and from top view you see we must bring that to that position that we need there. Yeah, a little bit tricky. I said it before. I think we should use normal maybe, or the local. That are the only two things that can work there. Or from view, you know. I take global axis and I view that simply and bring that then up. More up. And more to the side. Yeah. That is correctly. Surely we can close that here. But I don't know, we should do that. can, but should we? No, we should not. Good. But here the top face needs work. Must be smaller. So we have more that bevel effect there. Yes. Then here at the back, that should be more fat like the other. So we scale them simply up. Then we have more that effect that we need there. Good. There comes later the bump on. So that isn't the problem. We need here a plane, better a cube, and rotate them to get all those fixtures on. And scale Y. And bring them down to. That is good. And we take a complete bevel. So we have that. So we take that one here to this point to get a little variation on it. And not a simple object. So yeah, that looks good, and we can change it anytime, so that isn't a problem. I let it for today like it is, and we see us then in the next tutorial. So see you, bye.